How's it going? So, there's quite a few teachings that mention calling off the search. All you have to do is stop seeking. You are what you're looking for. My advice to you today is don't stop seeking. Keep looking. Keep searching. Read books. Watch videos. Ask questions. Get confused. Find some clarity. Get confused. Ask more questions. Now this might upset some people. I don't know who it would upset, but people think that this idea is sending others in a wrong direction. I don't necessarily look at it like that. In fact, I got really frustrated in my search because I felt like I was getting closer and closer, like I was almost there, and then I would see a video or a blog post that told me to stop. The main reason not to stop seeking is because you're going to anyway. You're going to continue seeking. You seek, you seek, you seek until you find. And when you find, you realize that you didn't, that it was there all along and that you didn't need to seek. And that's not some underhanded way of telling you not to seek. It's just to say that whatever it is that you're doing is okay. I read 40 or 50 books as fast as I could. I still read some books and watch some videos, mostly for, I don't want to call it entertainment. It's not entertainment, just because it's interesting. It's interesting to me, but it's not with the same grasping or hunger that was there. And so if you are seeking and you feel like you're close, keep going. Now, in a perfect sense, you give up. You say, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this anymore," and then that's actually that's the best case scenario. You stop. But you don't really, we never really stop seeking. Even people that don't know that they are seeking, even people not on a spiritual path, are seeking something. They're looking for that wholeness that they can't seem to find. And the reason they can't find it is they keep looking outside themselves, in an event, another person, a thing, whatever. Anything outside of yourself is not going to do it for you. And it's the big paradox of this entire thing, is that whether or not you're actively, whether or not you believe you're seeking, you are. And then once you realize that you want to be someplace, you get this idea, this notion that there's something going on here, then it's more of an awareness of your seeking. All of that is accepted. All of it is allowed, because this is all one. This is all one thing. So there's nothing that's not allowed, including people telling you to stop seeking, and this body-mind telling you to go ahead and go for it. I can say that, well, my awakening wasn't some big massive thing. It was sort of an unfolding, a series of glimpses, and then sort of a, I don't know, it wasn't a bang. It was more like a little ladybug firecracker type thing. But it was more of a final unfolding, if you will. But final isn't really the word. It's so easy to talk about this non-duality stuff. But when it started, when I was along that path, so many amazing things were happening. And when I say amazing, I mean my life was changing in better ways. I was becoming more calm. I was facing any fears or stress that was coming up in my life and starting to see that those things weren't me, that my thoughts weren't real, that I didn't exist, that the idea of what I was just that, just a thought, just a bunch of stories bunched together. And so even before that time, that event, and everything, I feel like you need to use air quotes in all this, but in that event, things were already improving in a non-improvement way. They were already getting better because I wasn't caught up in this mind story and all this chatter that was happening and associated with it. So my advice is, if you're seeking and you're finding enjoyment in books, in watching videos, in whatever along this path, then keep going. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's allowed. You should do it. You shouldn't feel bad for doing it. Be gentle with yourself, and you will get to where you are meant to be, where you're meant to go when you get there. So, hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much.